What's going on out there, YouTube? SCL0320 here, coming at you for a brand new movie review. Just got done doing a review with Joe for Lucy. We looked at that over the weekend. I actually introduced myself as Sam Leggett this time. That's my actual name, just in case y'all don't know. Be leaving up my Twitter account at the bottom, actually possibly my Facebook account, and I'm going to start doing Twitch live now. So if any of y'all gamers out there would like to check out my Twitch account, I'm definitely going to leave that below. Possibly even my gamer tag if y'all are interested in gaming with me. But this movie review is on Hercules, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So I went into this movie with very low expectations because I'm a huge fan of Kevin Sorbo's Hercules, the legendary journey, and even, like, be honest with y'all, the Disney feature Hercules, I really enjoyed that. I mean, even, like, what was it, I Can Go the Distance, I remember that song like it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I went into this one and I saw the preview, or not the preview, but I saw all the trailers for the one that the Hercules is kind of like, he looks like a really young guy, and I was like, isn't that a dude from Twilight? And I was like, I remember The Rock when he was going to be coming out with his, and it was such a big anticipation because on Twitter, he would be posting up stuff like you see the back of his head, you see his little thing, but you never see his face. I was like, man, what does this guy look like, you know? But they had said that this was the first movie that he's trained so much. This is one of his best roles, you know? So I was really anticipating something great from it, but at the same time, I had low expectations in because I was like, I've been let down before, you know? I'll go ahead and I'll talk about a synopsis of the movie so you can kind of get the gist of what it's about. Having endured his legendary 12 labors, Hercules, the Greek demigod, has his life as a sword for hire tested when the King of Thrace and his daughter seek his aid in defeating a tyrannical warlord. So that's the synopsis based on IMDb. But I actually really like this movie, y'all. Not just because of, like, yes, Hercules was strong, yes, The Rock played the role very well, but it wasn't what I was thinking it was actually gonna be. But yeah, it was really good. So I guess I'll talk about the visual effects. So the visual effects, the practical effects, the choreography was on point. Every scene that The Rock was in, his presence was there. Like, of course, The Rock can fight in and of himself, but believe it or not, it's just not The Rock fighting. In the trailers, they so didn't sell anything that I saw because there were scenes that I saw with The Rock, but he has his own gang of people that were actually doing stuff. And so it threw everything off. I had no idea what I was actually gonna see. There was some scenes where you see certain actors in it, and they were doing such amazing different things with it. It was awesome to witness. I'm actually gonna start about with the actors because when you got actors like John Hurt, or you got actors like so many different ones up in there, it played on the fact that they were really serious about making about the band for Hercules. And when he was actually doing the fight sequences, and you actually see him like fighting the different 12 trials he had to do, you find out that there's more to his character than just him being this bumbling thing that can rock stuff. And yeah, I mean, there were certain scenes where you see The Rock, he would throw like a horse, or he would go and knock somebody out of nowhere, he would break chains, you know what I'm saying? It was just amazing different visuals for it, and none of the visuals were too cheesy that I couldn't get into that much. I really enjoyed the visual effects for this one. It's not the best that I've seen because they didn't do as much as I thought they would. I thought they was gonna have like more of a bigger villain, but when you see Hercules has his own presence about him, and he's got his own army behind him, and he's fighting like this huge army, the way they go about choreographing that, I was like, man, that's straight out the book of Spartacus, Troy, Gladiator, I mean, definitely 300, just in the way it was, you know what I'm saying? And it helped out to show like the historical time of Thrace coming from like that kind of time frame, such as like Spartans and the way that they train and stuff like that, those same kind of premise of how they actually maneuvered and did stuff, it was really awesome to watch the choreography more than I can say anything. But then I guess the score, the music for it, it wasn't that much beat to the score. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit more of an epic kind of feel, more so than anything. I guess it was because the movie is not what I thought it was going to be. I thought the movie was going to be this like hardcore, hit him in your face, like The Rock just murking everybody. I didn't think that there would actually be other characters there. Like I remember back in the Legendary series where you had Aeolus that was there, or like Jason, the Argonaut, you know what I'm saying? But this guy, he's got an actual factional team, and it was really well done how they actually worked. So what I was thinking about when I was actually looking at the movie, I was like, I gotta research who these actual people are, you know? And so when I started looking at it, I found out that the Rain Dwight Johnson, he trained for months on this. And as far as the way his physical prowess is, there is a chest plate that he wears. The chest plate itself was smaller than the way his pectoral muscles are and his abs were. Me and my friend Keaton, which I wish I could have done a review with him. Shout out to Keaton. Keaton Hopkins, definitely go check him out on Twitter. He's an awesome, funny guy. I might leave a link below if he allows me to. But me and Keaton were looking at it, we were picking out the fact that this dude is too big for this. And like they should have designed his shield better, because he was cut. He was cut more than he was with Fast and the Furious, and in the last movie he was in. And so for the fact that how they actually devoted him to that role, when his hair, the way his hair looked, the way he talked, it didn't sound like The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like he added more heart to the role, you know? And even when that movie, what was it, Switch, I believe, where he was trying to take care of his son and take the rap for his son, where his son had gotten in trouble and gotten in jail. Like I could see like The Rock has evolved as an actor. He's gotten a lot better, you know. This movie wasn't just about like you like seeing the Hercules of this mythology doing all these different kind of things. It was more so along the lines of what happened to his family, what got him to this place. Did he complete the 12 trials? You know, what happened to make him the hero that he's supposed to be, but he's not right now, you know? And I love The Rock in this one. I really like how he did that. I hope that he is the person that they're gonna choose to be Shazam. It's not been confirmed yet, but I hope he is. There was a character in it that I thought, he was an interesting character. I gotta find his name. But he surprised the mess out of me. What is his name? Let me find him. It is Reese Ritchie. I'm not sure if he's related to, nah, he's not. But he was, he played The Rock's little cousin. And he was a talker. He was like always talking and stuff like that. At first I really thought his character was really annoying. But eventually, like I grew to like his character. I realized that his whole goal was to try to make The Rock's character safe. Just because of, there was such a legend and a hype behind his character that he was the hype man, and so to speak, you know what I'm saying? And he did a really good job of that. Of course, Ian McShane was in it, and John Hurt was in it. Now, John Hurt, there was a spiel about he's died in over 40 of the movies he's been in. 40! He's had 40 deaths, which is ridiculous. I don't even know how many movies he's been in, but his character in this one, he played such an interesting character that you are not going to know what his character's motives are from the beginning to the end. And I like that about his character. And it's the same thing with Ian McShane. Ian McShane works closely with The Rock as one of his like federal man arms, but he has the ability of seeing the future, ability being able to prophesy and tell you what's going on. And like there's this whole surrounding theme about like the fact that, is Hercules really a demigod? Did he really come from Zeus? Or was he just somebody that was born with all these different like abilities of strength, you know, and just happened to have these people around him that allowed him to have this legend behind him. And even beyond the end of it, you don't know, but you feel like Ian McShane's character knows, and that's what I really loved about his character. You had so many different ones. I think that Ingrid Burdell, I think she played a really good role. She was kind of like the archer slash warrior-ness, and I really loved her character. Rufus Sewell, he was an interesting character as well. Like Rufus, I think that is he gonna be? I don't know what's the next thing. He is gonna be in Gods of Egypt. But I like his character. I mean, even when he was in Tristan and Isolde, when he was in, what was the other ones? Like Knight's Tale, Illusionist, Dark City, which is one of my favorites, like close to Sin City. Even the Holiday, he is a good actor. And for him to be in this one, he seemed like he just was having fun with every single scene he was in. So, I mean, I would give the acting, it wasn't the best professional performance, but it helped to elevate the role with the way that they played the characters. And so I would probably give the acting, I guess maybe a 7.5, an 8. Just because everybody kind of made it their own. I think that John Hurt, towards the end, the final, like he kind of like let me down as far as his acting in it. But I think it's just the role that he was given. I think he played the role how he was supposed to, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, The Rock, he just sells it as that character. He does such a good job. There was one character, it's by the name of Titus. His character was insane. Like, but his backstory, all these different characters have very dark backstories, but you can enjoy the characters because they are embracing who they are. And like the story kind of exemplifies that you don't take things that happen so bad to them so seriously, but like it's a real honesty about how it's portrayed in the story. So going into the story, with the story, I mean, you go through the normal spiel of like seeing Hercules, seeing how he started, seeing his humble beginnings, or what you think to be his humble beginnings, and then it just completely turns like this for you. Like you don't know really if what happened in the beginning of the movie is factual versus what happened at the end. All you know is the fact that The Rock is a demigod, and he does have powers that are beyond human comprehension. But that he's got a faction of people that believe in him, that need him, but he has a backstory that makes him feel as a character that he cannot live up to the legend that he is. You know what I'm saying? And to me, most of that, it comes with fatherlessness. That means that there was a disconnect between like him and his father. That's the way I felt for his character. That if his dad was there in his life to give him advice what to do, then it'd be a better all around for him as a personality. And so for him to be able to play that role, I think that was good storytelling. Like, I mean, they don't concentrate on Zeus like they normally would with all the rest of them. Normally the rest of them, they were like, yeah, Zeus did this, and that's the reason why this happened because of Hera. You know, I mean, even Hera is portrayed as being this character that's hated him and wanted him dead since his birth. But it's not about that. It's really about who is he now to the human faction. Like, what is his need on Earth to be able to use the gifts that he has to do something about it, you know? And I mean, it is just really, I really like the way that they changed the story up to make it more of a realistic tone of what Hercules could have been versus what we know him to be. And that's the only thing I can say without spoiling too much. But you go and you see him fight the Hydra, you go and see him fight the Wild Boar, you go and see him like go through the tragedy of Hercules' character. If any of y'all know the mythology, like what happened to his family and way he's brought up, then you'll know what I'm saying. But it's a really good fun time. I mean, it surprised me. I didn't think I would like it because I was like looking at how this was. I was like, man, what is this? But it's a really good, fun movie to watch on an action level, on a thrill level, to keep you guessing kind of. Even towards the end, I was still contemplating like, well, wait, what? You know? So I think you'll really enjoy it. I enjoyed it a little bit more than I did Lucy. Even though Lucy had really stronger acting scenes and stronger CG scenes, I really did enjoy this a little bit more for the weekend. But yeah, I really did enjoy Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's performance as Hercules. It was believable, it was entertaining, it wasn't too serious, but it wasn't too campish either. I really enjoyed the performance on a whole. I'd have to give the movie as a whole, for me, just on an enjoyment level, at least an 8.0. And I just really enjoyed it. I mean, definitely go and check it out. I enjoyed it a lot more than I did Lucy, even though Lucy is more technical movie. But yeah, if y'all like this video, or this review, Please leave a like below. Please subscribe. I'm going to be actually trying to be a little bit more social to y'all. Any questions y'all have, please hit me up on Twitter, Facebook. I'm going to leave those down below as well. If you are interested and you're a gamer, I'm going to be on Twitch now, so I'm going to actually try to be streaming that a little more live. I'll let y'all know with the live stream when I'm going to actually start that event as well. But yeah, more reviews coming. Me and Joe just got done looking at part 1 of The Dark Knight Returns. Joe is blown away by that. So we're about to check out part 2 in a little bit. So then we're gonna actually go into our review of the actual trailer that was shown at Comic-Con that we were able to actually see. Anyway, this is SCL0320 or Sam Leggett signing out. Y'all have a good evening, good day, good night, all that and jazz. This is my review on Hercules. Take care. Later.